In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the first wing inside of Stormwind. How do you beat the Stormwind raid and everything about it that you are going to need. Thank you to Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring today's video. The first thing that you are going to need is somebody who is available for raids now. Anyone raids now? Yes, absolutely. The next thing you are going to need to do is get up to at least 90 sigils to be able to participate in this raid. This raid, okay, let me tell you something. Right now, honestly, the first wing is probably the hardest wing in my opinion. It's just very difficult to learn how to beat, but don't be discouraged if you lose in rounds 1 or rounds 2. You can continue to play as many times as you need in order to clear it out. Also, you're going to need to find a partner. Not only do you need to find a partner, you need to find a partner that has 90 sigils, have a good enough team to synergize with yours. So we are going to be playing with Halcyyix. He has a pretty good army. All of his characters are going to be max for this kind of content, which is going to be level 20. He has a level 20 leader, and he has level 18s that are going to be able to get to level 20. We are going to be synergizing very, very well with this army, and we are going to be playing our army of Hagar. Now, the reason why I want to play Hagar is because I'm going to be playing the defense in this setup. And why do I want to play the defense? It's because I am playing Hagar, where I am going to get stronger the longer the match begins. So the longer the match takes, I am going to get stronger and stronger with a Hagar. Then I'm going to be able to get Huntresses behind it, and I'm going to really be able to help out in the late game. In the early game, I'm going to be able to do a little bit, and then in the late game, I'm really going to be strong with my leader and things behind it to be able to play defense and then be able to flood and take down the boss. Let's get into some gameplay and show you how to beat this first boss. Stormwind General Marcus, which is going to be the first boss you are going to encounter inside of Warcraft Rumble on the Stormwind raid. Thank you so much for Warcraft Rumble for sponsoring this video. As we get into the gameplay here, you are going to be with one of your guild mates, and let me tell you something, you have to work together if you want to be successful and win inside of this this raid. It's very, very difficult, and you need to make sure that you have one player playing defense. In this scenario, I'm going to be playing defense here for with my partner, as he is going to be mainly taking care of the offensive firepower inside of this. And what does this mean by playing defense? This pretty much means by I am going to be watching my main tower and making sure nothing goes and takes it down. The biggest thing inside of this raid is making sure you use your kobolds to be able to get the gold mines around the map, and that's going to allow you to really do extra damage and get more units onto the field. The next thing that we need to worry about after we get our first good push in here, and you want to make sure that you are snowballing your pushes very slowly behind big tanks, behind healers, or behind, you know, ranged DPS, behind everything. And as you can see, we kind of just stop building around here. And the reason why we kind of just stop, you know, we're kind of saving as much gold as possible right now, making sure that we have more than enough. We are doing left-hand side pushing and right-hand side pushing here, just as we take down the boss. And you can see the little numbers on, or should I say the little triangles on top of the boss's HP. That's when he's going to be doing his super ability, and he's going to be taking down the 2 towers and clearing everything else around him. You want to make sure you have a slow push going from the back, like you saw with our abomination there on the left-hand side, easily able to re-clear the tower and continue to get value. Once again, we are going to get pressure here onto the left-hand side, taking a lot of damage, but also leveling up our units here, just trying to do as much damage as possible. So, and once again, as you can see, he uses his super. This time we weren't 100% prepared to have a slow push with it, so this is going to cause a little bit of a problem for us. Ooh, interesting there, as he just spawned one of those ranged units just as we were going, but that's okay. We are going to continue to just get down units here. My partner finally plays the Abomination, and that is where we are going to put a lot of troops behind it. The Abomination is a very, very big tank, and healers behind a tank is very, very strong, especially in PvE content where it's kind of scripted of what they are going to do. We have a ton of units coming at us. There's 2 minutes and 45 seconds before we are going to hit the overtime, but we are in a good position here. Just taking a lot of damage onto this tower. We might lose this tower, might have to reset all the way in the back, and that's what it's going to look like we are going to do. But we do have some good value here onto the right hand side, or should I say left hand side, pressuring that tower and continuing to get it to us. Now, my main control or main job here is going to be playing defense. Going to have to stop all of these units that are going to continue to spawn and try to take down my army. We are very, very close at being able to eliminate the boss, and poison is going to get us there, doing a ton of damage, but this is nowhere near over yet. We're going to get down our huntress here. It's going to do a lot of value. It's going to make sure that we just get a lot of damage, and as you can see, I am going to have to continue to check our base. The moment there's red that's happening, one of our bases are going to get attacked. Now, here is where my job is very, very important as the defender. It really kind of kicks in after you take him down that second time, where they're going to continue to spawn a lot and be able to take you out. There's a lot of things that can sneakily get by and take you out in the late game here, so the main thing is we want to focus on not losing our entire backline of units. Once again, as you can see on this left hand side, they are getting a lot with the riflemen and the footmen with crossbows on the left hand lane here. We're going to get down this to try to clear out these murlocs. Murlocs are going to be doing a lot here, and the riflemen just clearing me out. That is not good for us, as we are just trying to survive here. Once again, I am playing defense, he is playing offense. That is the number one thing that you need to make sure, that you have somebody playing defense and somebody playing offense. The person playing defense can be the weaker person. Here we both pretty much have troops that are all maxed out, so it's kind of just who you want to put where. But if you do not both have maxed out troops for the content that you're going in, I would highly suggest that the player who's a little bit weaker plays defense, or the player who also could have very big snowball pushes, plays defense as well. So as you can see, you know, we are playing a Hogger, which is going to get stronger as it goes on, and we are finally going to be able to take him down and win right there. That's going to be a huge victory for us. I want to thank Warcraft Rumble once again for sponsoring today's video.